And not just to, hey, listen, I don't want to be negative of anybody else's situation, but listen, these young people did this morning as well. I've been in some churches that they didn't have this good. Right? And so thanks, young people, for helping us and doing those things. But we give a platform so that they can develop those gifts. You know, so that if they don't ever get a platform, they don't have the opportunity to develop them. And listen, that's what I'm saying. The world will give them a platform. And here's the thing about it. The world will give them a platform, and as soon as they're no longer any good to them, they dispose of them. In the church, we're afraid of, well, if we're a little critical, or if we try to help them, well, they'll get mad. And man, I'm going to tell you something. We got some of the biggest wimps in the world are in the church. And the reason I say that, I'm not trying to be mean about that. I'm just saying, you get a little coaching, a little instruction. Somebody, that wasn't, you need to work on that. Well, that's my gift. Well, maybe it wasn't your gift. Go see what they're going to tell you on American Idol. Well, not American, because they're going out of business. Go see what they're going to tell you on The Voice. They're going to say, well, girl, you can't sing. But in the church, we can't say that because that's being mean. But the world can do it, and it's okay. But the church does it, and well, that's just being mean. The truth is, sometimes we need to speak the truth, and I'm not trying to get off. And that today, I'm just saying, listen, we give a platform so they can develop those gifts and things that they have. Why? Because listen, there's going to be a day that some of us aren't going to be around. Brady Colley comes up to me this past week, and he goes, "I'm the heir apparent." And I'm like, "No, your last name's not Russell." But that's not what he was talking about. He goes, "I'm the next in line to pastor this church." And I'm like, you better get more than one sermon, because I've only heard you preach one. And so, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't our kids play, well, I'm the next whoever, Peyton Manning. I'm the next great running back. I'm the next great basketball player. Why can't they be the next great pastor? Come on. No, but I'm serious. And we develop that because we give them a platform. That's one of the things that Fine Arts does. It gives a platform. And I said this, hey, our kids did good. They did awesome. We had 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! We had 9 students participate in the Fine Arts Festival, the North Texas Fine Arts Festival this past weekend. All 9 of them advanced to nationals. And what does that specifically mean? Well, they met the criteria in their scores to advance to the next level. And the next level is at nationals. And normally at nationals, there would probably be about anywhere from probably 8,000 to 10,000 students there, something like that. And so our students in North Texas, I'll just tell you this, North Texas is probably the strongest district nationally for fine arts. And so for us to get out of North Texas it's not just some little, that's a big deal. And so our students did an outstanding job this weekend. And listen, they represented themselves. They represented you families. They represented our church. More importantly, they represented God really well. And over the next several weeks, you're going to get to see some of those things. Listen, like I said, I didn't know our kids could even keep a beat. I'm like, wow. And that was so much fun. I smiled through the whole thing, and it was good. And probably the Sunday after Easter, if it works out, we're going to try to put together our non-traditional percussion, as they call it. And you'll think it's pretty non-traditional too. Some of you are just going, "He's just loud." Well, it's not for you; it's for him. And so, anyway. But we want you to participate in that because I promise you it'll be fun. Anyway. So this morning I've asked one of our presenters to come. And he did good. He did great. In fact, he did great. And because the reason I'll tell you that is because most of you wouldn't take the opportunity to get up and even talk in front of anybody. And he did this in front of everybody being judged. I know how you feel. Every Sunday I get judged too. I'm just glad they don't have evaluation sheets. But anyway, so Jonathan did what they call a spoken word. What is a spoken word? Well, it's a dramatic presentation of words put together with a thought or a theme. And so I've asked Jonathan to take just a moment to share his this morning, and then we're going to take off and keep running along this morning. But let's welcome Jonathan Silva.
Our biggest fears, not the fears of the simplistic or superficial, bigger fears. The fears in the depths of our stomachs that shout, we are powerful beyond measure. But we use our gifts as toys and use them at our own leisure. It's our light, not our darkness, that frightens us most. But we refuse to see this is what makes us who we are and who God needs us to be. Well, we're blinded by self-doubt and truly can't see. So we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, talented, and great? Why have I been giving so much to pile on my plate? Actually, who are we not to be? You're a child of God, the one true King that brought light to this lifeless world. My staff and my rod, our playing it safe doesn't deserve this place. But yet we refuse to step out and have true Noah, Moses, Joseph, Esther, Abraham-like faith. We question every word and every little clue, as if his son didn't already die for me and you. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure. We wish to spread our faith, but yet we've become so unsure. Will they laugh at me? Will they think I'm not the same? They will ridicule. They will even call us names. But we are all meant to shine as children of God do. And as, we were born to manifest the glory of God that is within you. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. But the light is covered like the moon blocking out the sun. And as our light shines, we give others permission to do the same. And as our fears fade, we begin to speak his name, not just in church or in an unheard prayer, but in school, in our place of work, everywhere. And as we're liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. We will start a revolution for God with our sisters and our brothers. I will no longer be silent. I will no longer try to fit in, for the world will know the name of the one true King yet again. Jesus walked the earth and he brought truth and light. He fed the hungry, he healed the sick, he even took away all the darkness from the light. So allow your light to shine as you know it should be, and tell someone about God, and watch them as they are set free.
Amen. Awesome. That's awesome.